Sharks. I'm Megan. This is Piper, and we're from Malabar, Florida. I'm seeking $240,000 for 6% equity in my company, SwiftPaws. If you're anything like me, your pets are family. Total dog mom right here. But we feel guilty when we don't have enough time to give them all the attention and exercise that they need. SwiftPaws Home, the pet enrichment toy that lets you create the best game of chase ever. You just set the course wherever you want, run the string around, and when you pull this trigger, it goes zipping around.
Oh my God.
That's brilliant. So cool.
Oh, I got her.
Yeah. How does it work? Does it just change direction on its own?
No, it doesn't. You control it. Dan, would you like to give it a try?
Sure.
So you press the on-off button right on the side of it. It should vibrate when you do that.
Go,
Keep
Damon.
it away from her.
Go get it, Piper. Go. It's very cool.
All right, I'm going to try it.
Oh, that is so cool.
Wait, it's a Kevin's doing it.
Kevin, stop.
All right. I'm going to stop it now.
All right. I can say Mr. Wonderful ran circles around my dog.
He did. He hijacked it.
Good job, Piper.
Good
All
job.
right, so
Oh my
I
God.
think Piper deserves some water.
Yes.
So I am going to bring her out, and then I'll be right back.
You go there and try it.
Well, you got to put a $10 bill there. Then
It's amazing what you'll do for $10.
A whole $10 bill. Oh man. Okay. This is a really neat idea. I mean, I did the preview video, and I know the price already. We're gonna check out her whole website and all of her Megan's social media at the end, as well as I'll be doing an interview with her tomorrow that'll probably drop like sometime next week or the week after or something like that. So I'm looking forward to that. She reached out before her episode, about 2 weeks before her episode aired, because she was so excited to get to come on the show. So I'm really excited to be able to bring that interview to you. And I was on vacation, so I didn't get to do all this. So making this happen as quick as I can. Now, wow, that is a heck of a valuation there, $240,000. I didn't do all the maths to make that, to figure all that out. But what I can say is that if you're, the one thing that stands out to me is it seems like it might be like a lot of effort to set them up with the string. But one thing that did stand out to me when looking at the website and now looking here is I was worried about the dog catching their legs or their paws up in the string and then like kind of ripping the machine out. So hopefully maybe they'll address that end of it. But with that said, it didn't look like that was going to happen there. I also think this is like one of the few times that somebody actually got to walk out of the tank and then back in, rather than having somebody like at the end, like calling the dog or, bringing the kids back to the end of the hallway. So kind of neat there. I'm hopeful that at least one of these dog lovers will be on board. And I'm really excited to see how this story pans out here, especially because I get to meet Megan face to face tomorrow.
So, Megan, how did you come up with this?
I learned about this as a sport. It's a competitive sport, just like dog agility.
What?
Really?
Yes. 50,000 entrants in the sports of chasing last year. So these sports are growing, and people love competing with their dogs for points, titles, invitationals.
What are they chasing?
Basically a plastic bag. This is our pro-grade equipment, and this is the straight line competitive sport of Fast Cat. This is our professional grade equipment, which is what we got our start
professional grade
with.
equipment?
Yes, so we started as the American manufacturer of professional grade lure coursing equipment, and that is what the sport is called.
Wow,
So
that is
how
cool.
did you get into this? Tell us that.
So I was a recent college grad. I got a degree in economics. Took the summer off just to do dog sports. I was doing dog agility. I discovered the sport of lure coursing. Lure coursing.
Lure coursing.
This got started with a little dog named Pretzel. And I lost Pretzel in May.
What happened?
Sorry.
He was 14 and a half. I lost him to kidney disease. There he is.
Oh, so cute. It looks like a pretzel.
It's still hard for me because that dog, he was my sidekick. He had a great long life. He didn't really like to play with toys, but he loved chasing stuff.
Is Piper your dog too?
So Piper's my dog. I got Piper a couple of years ago.
Can I just say I love seeing the, I know I've talked about this in the past, like I love dogs. I love animals. not the biggest fan of owning an animal with all the things that go into it, and we have a golden retriever ourselves. But it's, you know, it's just all the things that go with, you know, making sure the dog gets fed and is walking enough and getting enough exercise, and you're there to like let the dog out and all. I'm not a big fan there, but what I do like though is growing up we had a couple different dogs, and making sure that we had the new replacement dog before the outgoing dog, you know, passed away. They kind of lead the pack, you know, show, you know, lead by example kind of thing. It really, it definitely helps the process of bringing in a new animal to your house.
So we got to start making pro-grade equipment. The equipment out there that people would build.
And when did you start doing this?
In 2012. I built my first one with the help of my dad. My dog loved it. I invited my agility friends. They loved it. I actually...
How big is the agility sport?
Hundreds of thousands of entries in thousands of competitions every year.
Wow.
I built professional grade equipment. We filed for our patent. And then in about 2017, we were going around the country selling this to zoos, dog trainers, doggy daycares, and then everybody who would come to these events. Average dog owners would say, I need this in my backyard. So I couldn't let it go. I said, I have to make one because the pro-grade equipment costs over $2,500.
Wow.
And that's just not affordable. So then we launched this with a Kickstarter in 2018. We shipped our first units in 2019.
So what are sales now?
So I want to get to sales. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. So I ended up doing a seed round in 2020. And I did that on a convertible note, $2.5 million cap. I raised $670,000.
Oh, wow.
Good for you. So what percentage do you own now?
If those notes all converted today, I would be at 63%.
What are the prices of the units?
So SwiftPaws Home retails for $449 for the kit. Our cost, everything into the box, is $135.
Okay, Megan, now's the moment.
Are we ever going to hear the sales?
Now's the moment. You can tell us sales.
Hold on. Before we get to sales, yeah, so $499, and that was the thing that stood out to me. I was like, wow, this is really expensive. Now, when I see all the things that it can do, and it seemed to, I guess, paired with multiple remotes and things of that nature, you know, it's the little things like that that really add up. And when you bundle that around a sport, when you bundle around a niche that's not, say, just pet ownership or dog ownership, I mean, heck, this probably could work with cats too. I like to chase things. It makes a lot. The $499 price point makes so much more sense, and it makes more sense on the whole getting people to buy in that are doing it with purpose, not just that. Like, I could see a version of this where it's like, instead of maybe the triangle, you have like just two, and it goes back, you know, can go back and forth. That is easier to set up and maybe closer to like half the price or something to that, you know, like $200 to $300 range. Obviously it wouldn't be as great as having the triangle set up, but it's just another opportunity for to capture more sales. So hopefully we got some sales here I can ding the bell on. I hope.
Sales.
Year to date, we've done $750,000.
All right.
We're on target to do $1.5 million, and we've done $1.5 million lifetime.
What do you think you'll make on the $1.5 million?
140.
Why so little? How much did you lose last year, Megan?
So last year we did $425,000 in sales, and we lost $380,000. Let me tell you why. We actually didn't get back in stock until June, and that was because of materials delays early in the year. And then we did $425,000 from June to December
But you
of
lost
last year.
385. That means you kept the staff on.
I kept everybody on. In fact, I actually increased. So January 2020, I hired my first employee.
That's business karma right there.
That's admirable.
You raised 670. You have some sales coming in.
Yes.
Where did the cash go?
So the rest of the cash was materials. So we buy all of our materials, we bring them into my hometown, we do all of our assembly in my hometown. I really think that there are ways to reduce my manufacturing costs.
For sure.
1,000 is unfortunately minimum order quantity on some of my parts.
I don't understand why you're assembling them here when you should be doing it all offshore.
Right.
I would be open to exploring that. Here's what I'm here for. I want to improve the lives of as many dogs as I can
Look, I'm very impressed with what you've built here. I think your costs are way out of whack. I would be taking this to a factory and completely redesigning the process of manufacturing it. I think it's too expensive. $449 is a lot for a family, even that loves dogs. I think you're terrific, but this is not for me. I'm out.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, and that's what was my point earlier. It's like, can we get a version of it that's, because this clearly is meant for the, you know, the home person who's interested in that dog sport, right? The lure coursing, say versus, you know, somebody like me who just has a dog and wants to like get it to get exercise. Like I said, I'm curious as to how much of a pain it is to get it set up with the string and making sure that the dog doesn't get in the way while you're setting all that up. So you know, there's a couple things on that end of it that come to mind, but it would be really, really great. And if, you know, it'd be nice if Megan knew going into the tank, yeah, look, my cost is $135. I know that I have a couple of options I've already researched, and we can get down to, I don't know, somewhere in the market of like a 70, you know, half the price, so like say $70 or less. If we make a couple of adjustments in the product, we assemble it offshore, or we assemble it, say, at an actual factory or something to that effect on, you know, here in the States, would be, I mean, it probably would be tough at $70 onshore, but if you're offshore, you probably could get it below 70.
So I was going to beat you up on the price, but I got to tell you, you know, with your history raising capital, keeping your employees, you're really the real deal. But I don't think that I can help you as much as I would love to for this price, so I'm out.
Hey, Megan, I just have one question.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out, am I interested enough to make an offer? I love my dog, but $449 is a lot of money. Do you think if it was $199, is it a $5 million company?
I think that SwiftPaws is a $100 million company in the next 2 to 3 years, because this is a $100 billion industry, pets. And I love that you said $199. That's my target price.
Look, I think it's a great product. What you've been able to accomplish is just, you are the American dream. You are doing it the exact right way. And you love the product so much, you just want to spend all day selling it.
I do.
You are the perfect entrepreneur that just needs a little bit of help. I just don't know that I'm the right person to help you, so for those reasons, I'm out.
Oh, that's a shame. I kind of thought that, you know, maybe Mark would be the guy to help get her there. I mean, maybe Robert's into things like that. I mean, you hit the point of, again, going back to like, can we get it to a $190, you know, $200 to $300 price range, whether it's on this model or a slightly adjusted model that maybe doesn't have as many features or bells and whistles or as many spools in the works, but. Yeah, I definitely think that there's something here. Hopefully, somebody is willing to come up with the money. I mean, I think they're going to want a greater percentage than the 6%, and I think that, you know, I think that's okay, because, you know, doing the right thing and keeping employees. Look, went through the pandemic. You know, my family's business, Pardo Fleet, we expanded through the pandemic. We didn't really shutter any employees out, and it was all about the need for the now, right? Keeping people there, and the need for the growth that was, you know, on the precipice of, and then as the pandemic war, you know, raged on, started to come to a head. So the being able to keep employees, I know Louis Rossman here on YouTube, he kept all of his employees, even when they were just like literally throwing balls against the wall, like trying to keep, you know, or going out into the street in New York and like throwing a football around because there was nothing to do in the shop. You know, he saw the big picture is it's hard to get skilled employees, and if you let them walk, you may not be able to get them back. And in this case, you know, Megan going and doing the right thing of doing everything she can to keep employees on and expanding through I would see, to me, you know, this is something where even through the illness, right? People are home. They need to get their dogs out. They don't want to be around people. Like but you know, there's a potential for growth there. But I think, you know, the price probably is the sticking point to a lot of people.
You still have 2 sharks left, Megan.
Megan, everything that you have done, you made it yourself. You did everything you could to make this work, and you understand business. Really, you're so impressive. And then the product, I think, is really phenomenal. And I think you can sell millions and millions of these. One time a year, I do something.
Oh.
I give away my golden ticket. I do it once a year to somebody I feel really deserves
I hope
it.
the dog eats that soon.
You really deserve it. And so I am offering you my golden ticket, which means that I give you what you came in asking for.
I was not going to offer you that.
Lori, Pretzel's paw prints are on the bottom of every unit. And I want to continue this journey with you.
Oh, yay. I'm so
That's
glad.
phenomenal.
I love it. You deserve it.
I love it.
I've
I
been
love
up
it.
so
Love
many-
it.
To be so many happy dogs.
So many happy dogs.
Congrats, guys.
You're all a part of my journey now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's so wonderful. That's so. I can't wait to talk to her
I can't
tomorrow.
believe it. Lori and the golden ticket. And I'm so glad that she saw everything that I fought for. I know, baby.
All right.
Chase. Okay.
Go, Karen.
Wait. Okay.
That is wonderful. So yeah, so I don't have to ask Megan to come on the show because she is going to be coming on the show. Best game of Chase. I would agree next to Kevin running around for a $20 bill. Hey, props to them for even having a $20. I wonder whose $20 bill that actually was. Who's carrying actual cash with them? But $449, I wrote down as $499. But $449 is the home original. You get the home plus $699, $799 for the home plus bundle. Wear out your dog in only 2 minutes of play. I love it. I love it. I just want to know, how long does it take to actually set up, though? If it takes more than, it's going to take me 10 minutes to set up to get 2 minutes of play in that, I could just like throw a Frisbee or something in the meantime. It's the only question I have out of that. But I'm so happy for Megan. Let's check out her Facebook. 21,000 people are following the page, and she got some engagement, which is great to see. Pinterest, 307 followers, and it looks like she's posted quite a bit over there, which is good to see, and continues to post there, which we don't see very often here on the channel. 20,000 followers over on Instagram with quite a bit of engagement. I mean, look, dog lovers love dogs, right? And pictures of dogs help sell the product. Very, very great to see. Over on TikTok, really going on, cooking at 77,700 followers with 2.2 million likes. Absolutely phenomenal. Killing it over there on the TikTok. And even a 668 over on YouTube subscribers, which is great to see. Doing the what's it called? The repurposing of your TikToks into shorts. You're already making the content. Why not get it posted there? And quite a bit of video views to go along with it. Anyway, I appreciate you watching, just like I appreciate Ivana. I'm gonna try it. Kristevska is commenting down below saying, I got addicted to your reaction videos watching from Macedonia. Ding, ding. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate you being here in the super community. It is an absolute pleasure to get to watch these videos with you, break them down, give my analysis and all of that. Anyway, I will see you in one of these 2 videos right here. One of them will probably be the interview with Megan coming up. Take care and go be super.